Hi, this is another important question for the ninth standard CBSE mathematics on the topic polynomials. This is the factorization of a cubic polynomial. This is the question. Factorize x cubed minus 23x squared plus 142x minus 120. This can be solved quite easily. This is a fairly easy question, but it has to be solved in steps. Pause this video and try to solve this problem. And let us see the solution. Here is the solution. See, the first step what we are going to do is to find 1, 0 of the polynomial by trial and error. Let us first assume that p of x is equal to the given polynomial x cubed minus 23x squared plus 142x minus 120. Be careful with the signs. Positive and negative signs are mixed together. Let us find 1, 0 of this polynomial by trial and error. Trial 1. Always when we start with the x is equal to 1. Let x equal to 1 be a 0. So we know by factor theorem, p of 1 is equal to, wherever x comes, you have to put x equal to 1. That's all. So p of 1, that is the meaning of p of 1. So p of 1 is equal to 1 cubed minus 23 into x squared. So 1 squared plus 142 into x, that is 142 into 1 minus 120. We get a 0 there. On simplification, we get 0. You can check it out. So we can conclude that x is equal to 1 is a 0 of this polynomial. That's it. By factor theorem again, we can conclude that x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. To recollect the factor theorem, if x minus a is a factor of a polynomial p of x, then p of a equal to 0. That's the factor theorem. Now let us solve this problem. Let us go to the next step. Step 2. We'll focus on step 2 now. Divide p of x. Since we know that p of x is, x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial p of x, we will now divide this polynomial p of x by x minus 1, either by long division method or by the synthetic division method, or the method of detached coefficients. It's also called as the synthetic division. We will do both the methods. First, we'll see the first method, the long division, that usually done. It's a process. Look at this process. Just carefully go through the steps. We are going to multiply first by x squared, and so that to make the first term of the polynomial same, equal, x cubed will come there minus x squared. When you multiply x minus 1 by x squared, the first term in the quotient, that is called the quotient. Here, what is the dividend, by the way? The polynomial itself, x cubed minus 23 x squared plus 142x minus 120 is the dividend, and the divisor is the factor x minus 1. On subtracting, we change the signs there, minus changes to plus there, and 22 minus 22 x squared will come, and so on. We keep on bringing down the next term and then go through the process of long division, continue this process till the remainder is 0. And the quotient will be this, x squared minus 22x plus 120. We'll write this quotient here. And when we do the synthetic division over here, just as we go down here, we will enumerate this here, the synthetic division method. Synthetic division is slightly easier, is in fact easier than the long division method. You just have to detach the coefficients. We write only the coefficients of the x cubed, x squared, x term, along with the signs, of course. 1 minus 23 plus 142. Be careful to put the sign before the number to not to get confused there. There you are. So you have divide this by, because we are to minus 1. We are just adding, since 1 is a 0, we just put the 1 there. This is the 0 of the polynomial. Therefore, multiply this 1 by, just bring down the 1. The first 1 should be brought down. Follow the arrows there. As we multiply this 1 into this 1, we get the 1 and we put that 1 below minus 23 there. Add, directly add, you get minus 22. Multiply again the 1 by the minus 22 and get that minus 22 over there. Then again we have the addition of 142 plus 142 minus 1 minus 22. There you are, you get 120 positive. Multiply 1 and 120, you will get plus 120. When you add, you get, it will get cancelled with minus 120. You will get a 0 there. Remainder is 0, of course, because we already know that x minus 1 is a factor. 1 is a 0, this polynomial. So this we have to be careful here. The quotient will be, now 1 is the coefficient of x squared now. Remember, it is 1 less than the cube. See, 1 already we have done it in this long division method. We put the degree of the polynomial. The quotient will be 1 less if you divide it by a linear polynomial, isn't it? So it will be x squared minus 22x plus 120. We got the same quotient. We move on to the next step. Now the next step is here. On to the next step. This is the last step. This final step is the most important step here, where we have to factorize the quotient, which is a quadratic polynomial, by splitting the middle term and find 2 more linear factors. Already we've got 1 linear factor. In either of the 2 methods, in step 2, we find the quotient is the same. X squared minus 22x plus 120. finding two factors of 120, we have with a negative and a positive sign is easy, and they are minus 12, both negative signs, because they have to add together to get minus 22 there. See that? It's a minus 22. So minus 12 and minus 10, product will be plus 120, minus into minus plus, but the addition of it, the sum will be minus 12 plus of minus 10, that is minus 22, which is the coefficient of x. So we split the minus 22 as x squared minus 12x minus 10x. The order doesn't matter here. You can write it in any order here. And x squared minus 12x minus 10x plus 20 is now factorized. Here you must be careful. You can take x outside as a common factor for the first two terms. X squared minus 12x, x is common. Take it out. You'll get x into x minus 12 within brackets minus 10 into, again within brackets, you get the same x minus 12. Note that the sign changes within the brackets in the second part, as there is a negative sign is being taken out. Therefore, we take x minus 12 out and put the remaining terms within the next brackets, set of brackets. We get x minus 12 into x minus 10. These are the other two linear factors, and the complete factorization is now ready now. And therefore, we get x minus 10, x minus 1, sorry. We arrange them in some ascending order, say x minus 1, or whatever way we wish, in whichever order you can give. But we have given it in this order: x minus 1 into x minus 10 into x minus 12, which is the required answer. And hope you understood. Thank you.